I've got the screen record on.
Yeah, we're the tardy ones. I'm the tardy one. Good morning, Rob. Go absolutely nowhere.
Burn them, baby, burn them.
Yeah, burn, baby, burn.
Chaging, chaging,
Hell yeah,
chaging.
brother!
That was so
That's a
appropriate.
motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
That was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire department shows up.
How was that? Nice?
That was good. That was good. You got a new intro now.
Wonder. Yeah. I wonder, but I wonder.
Really had something to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a lot of support that day.
Yeah, I had a lot of support that day.
Yeah.
Fuck, really?
Like who's gonna buy his new tire, man? Asshole.
Shit. 400 hours in
It's all
tire.
great when it's somebody else's tire.
Yeah,
There you go. David Copperfield did the disappearing act.
yeah, that's for
How to disappear a Harley in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. But
Boom, boom, boom.
Nice.
There's a special guest here. Oh yeah. Do. Need some elevator music.
My daughter in high school at the time,
Yeah.
Morning, everybody.
and they crashed. Oh,
Morning.
Let's get him up there. Hold on. Ah, dang it.
Bye.
that little fellow has just been in hog heaven right there.
Look at that. That dude's kind of
They've already been some snoz licking.
Oh yeah, right up the nose and everything. Keep up. You just got a weird background, man. I swear.
Well, you guys,
There
you
is
want to see
nothing
what
wrong with that background.
you see what? Hey, Buck Brown. You see what? He brought his lunch with him. He had heard about how bad things were in Alabama.
Yeah, that was is that your pity lunch? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't call it pity, man. That's
What
a
else we got?
privilege.
Oh, I know. Really,
Oh, wow.
Can you-
Is that a hand-delivered gremlin bell?
that is a hand.
Yeah,
That gremlin's gonna really
That's
work.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
check this out.
Got a Buck Brown knife.
Just-
Hey, I like it.
Just-
I cut you. I
just-
cut you.
That's awesome.
Just for clarity's sake,
Yeah.
Mac, you and Keyfob are only a couple hours north of me.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm
you're
I'm sitting in
down
Hope,
by Montgomery,
I'm sitting in Hope Hole right now.
Hope
We
Hole.
need to go for a ride down there. Go see
Bring
Buck.
it. I'll be here all day.
We're going to go for a ride here and have lunch after a while.
Yeah.
I'll be right
We're
here.
gonna,
Poor Keith, I've been riding on all.
you're 2
fine.
hours south of us.
Yeah.
What big town are you near?
Hope Hole.
Hope Hole. Yeah. Well, I'm over at Chigger Ridge.
Well, I can't move my truck until first thing in the morning.
So
I'm
you're
stuck like Buck in the truck.
Buck in the truck.
Morning, morning.
so you're down there towards Montgomery,
I'm just south of Montgomery.
south of Montgomery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Southwest of Montgomery.
southwest of Montgomery.
I'm right on 65. I'll text Keyfob or something or let him know exactly where I'm at. I'm not putting it out here publicly. I don't want nobody to come stalk me.
He
'Cause I
just looked you up over
I
here.
don't
He
wanna-
just looked you.
don't want to have
he
to let
just looked
loose
you
no
up,
freedom
bud.
seeds.
Got way too many enemies out there to be revealing your loco.
Yeah.
Well, everybody already knows I'm loco.
You're loco.
I mean, look at the company I keep.
So, gosh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mr. Gregory Robinson says hello. Shadow says hello.
Nobody's catching
What's
it.
up?
2 hours.
Our very own CAWFFEE went and took a little ride and went and met Old Mac in Alabama. So
Yeah.
what's going on is a community meetup there, and
Crazy.
we're all late. The rest of us are late, but CAWFFEE's
Yeah.
on time. He's showing us up, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I just
Well, we got-
got
It's a surprise, huh?
Mr.
Yeah.
Gregory
I told Keith Fob that he was
Did you
the
meet him at
second
the door with
visitor.
a gun or anything? Did you meet him at the door with a gun or anything?
No, I
Like,
was
you
sitting here, and Angelique brought him in back here, back into
Greg
the
then
into
was
the
out there with the
lion's
coons.
den.
He probably was feeding
Great.
on the deck with the coons, huh?
That's
I see it now. Morning, Shadow.
I was
That's
telling
cool, man.
Keith Fob he was my second visitor in 30 years.
That's amazing.
And the other guy was a biker that came to see me. And then Ray Gregory come to my state. We almost, he was within 30 miles of my house.
Wow.
Anyhow,
Hallelujah. Good to you, Mac, man. I'm glad CAWFFEE came there and saw you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Robert.
Good man, CAWFFEE. Good
I'm
man.
good, Robert.
I think I will take a standby. We'll go ahead and because we want to visit, while I've got him here and me talking will interfere. So we're doing it on the phone because we don't have any internet this morning.
Yeah,
So no nothing.
yeah.
So we'll visit with Keith Fob and we'll send you guys any updates. We'll jump back in.
Peace.
Bye bye.
All right.
Much love.
Mr.
Bye.
Mac.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
What a good surprise this morning. And
Hell yeah. I was so confused when he put the camera over by him. I'm like, huh?
had the flag in the background was the first thing that went up. Like I've never seen CAWFFEE with the big
Yeah. I'm like, huh?
flag
And
going,
here
"Hey,
y'all
big
see,
like Matt."
I told y'all, here y'all
Yeah.
was worried about CAWFFEE because y'all ain't
Yeah, we
heard
were-
from
I know.
him.
Yeah.
No.
Method to his madness.
ready to call the cops on him, man. It's like, damn. What happened, CAWFFEE?
Oh, okay. I was
Well,
like,
it's weird.
Surprise. Now we know. Now we
Yeah.
know.
They're Paul Harvey. The rest of the story.
Yeah.
Great. That's hysterical, dude.
Now watch, we'll have to go live when they show up down here.
I know.
Yeah, right?
That would be
That's a-
neat if
that's
they
a heck-
actually get up.
That's a heck
And
of a
do
ride,
that.
though.
It is.
That's a heck,
Yeah.
from where they're at, because they're north of Birmingham, and I'm south of
Yeah.
Montgomery. That's a good solid 2-hour one way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
They would literally have to get on the bikes now to pull it off.
yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah, and,
No-
and
no
get
pressure,
home
guys.
comfortably
Y'all are still
in
watching.
the
No
evening.
pressure.
Yeah. CAWFFEE probably just got done running. Where did he come from to get to Max? That had
He'd
been a
probably
few
come
hours.
They probably come from his house,
Yeah.
and that was probably a good 3-4 hour ride for him from where he lives.
Yeah. Well, that ain't terrible.
Yeah.
It's a lot. On a
Sometimes
bike,
the destination is worth the journey.
Oh yeah. Hallelujah to that, man. I ain't saying one thing in the you've been
Especially-
doing comment.
Especially when me and Mr. Ray first meet and we show up down there, and then a couple hours later, Mr. Ray's rolling from a contact.
Rob's saying howdy to you there, Buck. I'm out in the
We got to open the windows. It's getting a little smoky in here.
yeah. 2-4. Good morning. I was gonna say, good evening, good morning. Yeah, he's not from
What's up,
Australia.
people?
Seemed
Quick
like it
shoe.
sometime. Quick shoe. Happy
Quick
Sunday.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a day off today? You got a day off? And keep you working 7 days a week?
Yeah, no, they had you to have a day off.
I know you do.
Better have a day off.
Poking fun with them. Oh, mercy.
Oh,
Oh, Rob. About 40 degrees in the morning, probably. Up there in Minnesota, eh?
dude, the
I would
AC
say.
humping in this house right now.
Might be 50, 55 right now. That time of year, possibly. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, there's some beautiful weather right now. I mean, it rained here overnight, so it's cool and sunny. That's why I pulled the curtain, because it's a little
Oh, hey.
it's a little bright out there.
Send me a couple good messages. I missed on
Or
Messenger.
Sterling.
Sterling. Yeah, good morning. That's early morning. Early morning. That's an early rise. Yeah. Let me see here. We put that mic right in the pocket. Yep. Same setting from us as last night. Whew. Yeah, raining here. It got dark and started raining here. So whatever you all had, you and Mac, crept up this way.
Yeah, it's coming your way.
It's not storming. It's just, cloudy and look.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear it rain, really. I got windows wide open because my AC's not working. Won't work till hopefully Monday. It'll be fixed.
Ooh, 82.
Seriously, bro? That many days? What does it need?
It's just Monday's tomorrow, right? Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I was out though. What, Friday? Yeah.
Did it go out Friday or Saturday?
Had two parts that weren't talking to each other, and once those were done, then the Freon would not circulate, and he would feel the thing would still be hot instead of cold. So what you gotta do is bring a pump over or something, basically to clean out. I don't know how you get a dirty, clogged, pinched area in your Freon line. I don't know how that happens, but
Because there's
so
always
I'm gonna lose
impurity.
Freon. I'll have to pay for new Freon, which is not cheap anymore, and and then hopefully it won't be like
Yeah.
Mr. Ray knows. He can explain it to you from the automotive's perspective on the AC systems. It's basically the same system. It's just smaller. There's an orifice filter in the Freon line. There's always impurities in the gases, and when that filter gets clogged up, it'll cause the Freon not to circulate.
Okay, that makes.
And it's just a larger system with a home AC. It's just a larger system. Basically, it does the same thing. It's just one's designed to be portable.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, just a mini system of what we have in the house. But all right, Sterling, we'll miss you, bro. Wish you had a little time, but it's okay.
See you.
Well, if my air conditioner goes out, I'll pull it out the window and put another in it.
I know.
Go to Walmart, $100.
It's a disposable.
Yeah.
Yeah, disposable. It's a disposable society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
like
buy
every 5
AC
years,
units
I
cheaper
still
than you can buy the parts to
$100
fix them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to have about 4 of those probably to keep this house.
Well, then you'd be surprised. Them little window units, hell, some of them's pumping out 15, 18,000 BTUs. They'll cool 1,000 square feet.
Yeah, I got like 1,800. So, and upstairs and down. And the thing is, though, is my home is boxy. It's not an open. Every room is a room. You know what I mean? You got hallways and nothing's great and open, which sucks because
my portable studio is boxy.
Well,
but you can isolate.
I even got a corner padded cell.
Yeah.
4 corners are padded.
Yeah. You could crush velvet it, make it all nice and homey for yourself.
Oh yeah, bring back the hippie 70s days. Yeah,
dude, that's what my 68 fastback was. We was talking about that the other day, and my friend made it, and he
hang the disco ball in the.
He painted all black with the 2 silver stripes on it. Said Mustang up the hood, really classy looking paint job he did, and had it jacked up traditional, like this 70s, the ass end up in the air, and had a Torino rear end in it, so it looked really tough. And Did all crushed velvet. Took the door handles off on the outside. Put a starter solenoid in the bottom there, so it yanked the chain onto the linkage of the door handle. So you push down on the dual antennas in the back to open your door, and then you had an off switch in the trunk if you wanted to cut the power off and actually lock
Well,
your
Mr.
car
Ray,
up.
Mr. Ray
that had
sharing
all-
is caring.
But that all had black crushed velvet put in it, and he did all the upholstery and himself. Well, he lived next to a auto body man, kids that we all went to school with. It was a small town, so we had it that way. It was nice. We learned a lot about cars and customizing, and a lot of fun. No motorcycle shop next door. That'd have been neat. I'd have been into that too. But I did have a guy that lived across me when I was younger, though, that sold boats, pontoons, snowmobiles, and then another guy moved in with him and started selling motorcycles over there. So we had mainly dirt bikes.
Nice.
Some orange brand. I forgot what it was. It started with a T.
ATM.
Kataka. No. Taka Special was called. One of them was the name of it. I could never find it. It was kind of an odd brand. No, was that a Husqvarna maybe? Were they alive back then?
Oh, yeah.
Husqvarna had bikes.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. Maybe. I remember growing up around the dirt bikes and watching them. They had all the boots and the buckles that went way up, and they'd hop on them and just go like, I couldn't believe how much power they had. And you could they were violent bikes, you know?
Yeah. Huskies, they were always bigger CCs too and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little intimidated. I just had a little Rupp 4-horse mini bike, you know. I was small. I was a smaller one in the neighborhood at the time, so everybody was a little older than me.
Yeah.
Little.
Yeah, a lot of everyone near me when I was growing up was a little older than me.
Yeah.
Just like a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the good old days. You shoot each other with BB guns and
Yeah,
we
snowball.
had our own wars, you know.
Snow forts and stuff.
Let's have
Snowball
war.
fights, kick the can, spin the bottle. You
Dude.
name it. Yeah.
We had plexiglass. My dad had plexiglass, and that stuff is great because we had a bandsaw, and then we could cut. We'd make our own daggers and knives and stuff because we're gonna have a gang out there. We're like in a little suburb about like 6 houses, about 2 miles out of town, and a golf course was there. Super small community, and you know we're making trouble out there, having fun.
Hell yeah. I mean, you gotta go somewhere.
Dude.
As a kid, as a teenager, you gotta.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Even younger before then, you know, when we were 4 teenagers. The guy that sold the boats and all that, you know, those engines that come in for the outboards come in huge cardboard boxes. And of course, we make forts out of those and connect them together and cut windows and doors. And you had the gang house.
Hell yeah.
This old gang. Secret password? Secret password, please.
Secret password, please.
I'll kick your ass. You don't open the door. Oh, come on in.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I wanted to share my location with Key Fob in case they got frisky and wanted to fly down 65. Right.
You never know.
Fly down Interstate 65.
That'd be a hell of a meetup or a reunion or meetup, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I mean, you know,
I'd make you be so happy.
There's GAM coming up with T-Bone, and there's VAM coming up in Virginia. I guess when they get down here, we could call it a mini BAM.
It sounds like GAM VAM.
Yeah.
Like Van Dam.
BAM.
I'm gonna cry. Nobody
Bam,
wants to meet
bam.
up with me.
What'd you say, Ray?
'Cause I'm gonna cry. Nobody wants to meet up with me.
Oh man. Hey, I'm over here twiddling my thumbs, me, myself, and Irene.
I know it.
Nobody wants to come see me.
Same. I gotta make a coffee. I'll be right back.
Away from
I
the
need a
camp
coffee.
out
Hold on. Let me go first.
and all that.
You gonna go first? Go first.
No, I don't want to go
So
first.
we
I'm
kinda-
just trying to act like the kids we were talking
Stop.
about
Think
earlier.
about it,
That's
Mr.
all.
Ray. We kind of started the Well, we kind of fell off in the middle of it all because you'd already met some other folks yourself. So
Yeah,
we're a part of the mini meetups.
yeah.
Don't cry, bro. We got you.
No, I ain't gonna cry.
Don't want to see it. Don't want to see a grown man get it.
I'm not. I'm gonna meet up with a friend. I'm gonna meet up with a friend of mine here in about an hour and 45
See,
minutes. So
look at you. Look at
yeah,
you. Already got something
for
in the
you.
works.
yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna meet up with my grandbaby later on today. That's gonna be freaking fantastic. Like I don't get to spend time with her too much.
Yeah, I'll have to tell y'all about it tomorrow.
Whoo! That'll be
Can't
cool.
say nothing right now.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you got something exciting to look forward to. That's nice.
Oh Lord.
See 6 people out there. How's everybody doing in the chat? I know we've been like talking amongst ourselves a little bit, but nobody's been popping any comments out. If you're all good, you're all good. No worries, but it'd be nice if it showed you a little list who was actually out there when they're watching,
Yeah, it would.
You could say hi and get them involved, or talk to them.
Yeah.
But just get out there, you can get some light. Yeah.
I was trying to get some airflow
Airflow, yeah.
without blinding
Nice,
everybody.
man. How you liking that truck? The truck's like you wake up going, wow, can't believe. Well, is that the first truck? It probably ain't the first truck you've owned.
No. It's not my first rodeo, but it's gonna be the last.
Yeah.
Well, how long you got?
What? For what, Mr.
Truckin'.
Ray?
Truck paid off. I know the sensor throwed a wrench in your plans.
Actually, tomorrow will be 2 weeks since the truck was paid off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run the crap out of it and recoup some of what it's cost me the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So
ain't no
you have
need
a
in
little
stopping
better-
now. I mean, it's basically a brand new truck with everything I've had to do to it over the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a little better.
So why trade in and start over on a newer truck, a newer used truck, and maybe potentially have the same issues I just spent the last 3 years fixing with this one?
Well,
I know
what I
it's
got.
none of our. Yeah, I know it's none of our business, but whatever you're paying on it once it's paid for, that all that can go back in your pocket.
And it's gonna.
or the business.
It's not just gonna benefit me. Because all these little, special assignments I'm on lately and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's all being funded out of pocket. There's
Yeah, man.
it's all to pay it forward to these younger generations, and the guys I'm covering that series on, they were guys that inspired me when I was
really
younger.
Cool. You got a lot of people involved.
And now with that announcement that that deal I've been working on the last few days about bringing awareness of what Forgotten Angels does to the series and using a way for these older guys that helped inspire me when I was younger, and now we can bring Forgotten Angels into the mix by sharing the message because of what they do. What better way to pay it down, pay it forward?
Yeah.
And help use another way to spread the word.
Yeah.
I get it, man. That's nice. Nice you can do that. That's for sure. So good morning, James Coates. We're talking about the chat and nobody's saying nothing. Now we got 2 people. We got James Coates saying good morning to us. Quick Shoe still here saying the weekend is looking good for a long day ride. Yeah. Not for me, but it's okay. I probably would be here anyway, whether it was sunshine or raining. So
It's a little nippy here this morning.
I had 4 or 5 hours of rain last night.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, till 6 o'clock this morning, it was downpouring.
Yeah.
Now it's dried up now, but it was teeming, bro.
Yeah. Oh, how about James? How you doing this morning? What you gonna do today? Doing any good weekend activities? Something exciting? Well, I got a little something going on. How about you, Sick? What do you got going on? You got this for a couple hours or whatever, and then
Yeah, I mean, I could start like I got to drill the holes through the cages on those GoPro
yeah,
cages
yeah,
that
modify, yeah,
those are 2 drill bits I got to use on each hole to get them to the right size, and I got to do
yeah.
that.
Oh,
So
work.
I could do that, or I could go ride and make a video
That's
or
what
something.
James says. He's got work too. You guys both be working today. Oh, I know. Yeah, you got to do something with those little screws, man. Because
Yeah.
you got one that's already. What did you call it? A paperweight?
Yeah, I got one that's a paperweight. One that's just an example of if
What happens? Yeah, if you.
This is an example.
It's
This
an
will learn me.
example. That's important.
I'm not going to throw it away because this is an example.
Yeah. Example of.
Yep. Of what happens.
You could find another screw for that.
Remember, Moto? They send you that tiny, tiny, tiny little grommet. Are you familiar with it?
No, I don't. I got different types. Remember, I got the ball bearing where you don't have the screw.
Yes, but have you ever gotten the other kind?
No, never.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. So they send you this tiny O-ring. That's like you can barely see the O in the O-ring.
Yeah.
That's how small it is, okay?
Rubber grommet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rubber grommet. So I'm thinking about putting that over the bolt and putting it on the outside of the cage. So when I tighten it with the pliers, maybe that's what that's for?
Well, yeah, to lock it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like there and then super tight. Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to squish in like a locking mechanism. I got those on some of my little machines for when machines my equipment that I use. They're small as hell too.
If it happens again, one at a time, I'll start replacing them.
Yeah.
With ones. That's what's going to end up happening.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock. I've got to go and get ready.
Go do it, man.
Hi, Mr. Gregory.
But I'm gonna be listening. So
all right.
Maybe join back up if it works out. We'll see you later, man. Okay.
I'll see y'all in the morning.
In the morning?
Thanks for the warning.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you no more today. I'll see you in the morning.
All right. See you, Ray. Love you, brother.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye. What did you say? Thanks for the warning. Or then there's the other reply. Don't threaten me.
Don't threaten me. What are you threatening me for?
Hey, you threatened me for like that. See you in the morning. Gosh, again?
Again?
Punch snaps.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, this is the perfect segue into. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Bud.
Sir.
Y'all ain't forgot.
I remember that commercial.
Y'all ain't forgot.
Oh, man. That's great.
Yeah.
Round chicken.
I got to find that for one of my little presets I got here that does the,
Yeah. I love that one. That was my favorite. Like,
it is.
That's the Debbie Downer one, yo.
Yeah, I don't doubt.
That's totally Debbie Downer.
Need a little pop up of her when she comes. When we do that, the whole works would be nice. Debbie Downer.
Good morning, brown chicken.
She was the best, man. She killed a party like instantly. They could not stop from laughing with each other. She was the ultimate bust up out of character.
Oh my god, that was
person ever. And her buggy eyes, kind of, she had that.
Yeah,
and her faces she could make.
And the faces she could make, bro.
Yeah.
She was funny, bro. Oh my god.
They're all talking about Disneyland and this and that, and then she comes in with some incredible, horrific information that just like,
Didn't Jimmy Brown die on that roller coaster
Yes, shit like
last year? He got
yeah,
decapitated.
shit like that. Yeah. Very good, man. That was the best. Brown chicken, how you doing, bro? Ooh, all right, my turn.
That's great.
I ran out of frog juice.
Oh yeah, frog juice. Coffee, coffee, coffee.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Brown chicken saying hi, Buck. Little sick. What's up, man? How are you this morning, bro? I'm playing in the background Grateful Dead Without a Net. 14 songs. What year is it? I don't know what year it is. Let me see if I can get some more information. Oh, okay. Yes. Live October 89 through April of 90. A bird within her sail. And we're playing Birdsong. A little sound through one. Where are you again? You're in Alabama, Buck.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Snow and rain.
Oh yeah.
Oh, everything hurts
Yeah.
to move. Why does everything hurt when I move?
We got the thunder now. Ooh, we picked up. You got 10 peeps in here. How's everybody doing? Moto 6. Brown chick says. Quick Shoe says, one time in prison camp. Oh, wait, never mind. He was going to start a hell of a story, weren't you? One time back in prison camp. They're gonna.
Remember that time in band camp?
Yeah, right.
Oh, man. Ay, ay, ay. Something very, very wrong with us. I'm going incognito for a second. Fa-fa-fooey, fa-fa-fooey.
Whew.
Yes, yes, yes. I love how like it says 9 up on top, and then like you go to YouTube and I look at the participants and there's like 2 people.
Oh, no kidding, huh? Well, that's delayed. That was
Is
so
it?
10 seconds it should change.
Oh. Like damn, like shit. Like, look at that, huh? Everything lies, nothing tells the truth. Oh. So yeah, there should be only 2 weekends left at the Sphere for the Dead and Company. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then next Thursday and Friday and Saturday, and that's it. I believe. I need a miracle, eh? I'll take a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
I will take a miracle and a ride out there.
Let's see if that works that I just sent you, Mr. Dean. You might be able to pull it up on the stage. It's a little behind the scenes blooper that I hadn't put publicly because
I'll try to pop that up.
I'm trying to put together a compilation of bloopers that I ain't put out on the series because I've made there's some awesome B-roll, and that's just a little small clip. There's no music in it.
Yeah, it'll come in. It's just probably got a big file or semi.
Yeah, I sent it to your email.
My whole channel's a blooper.
That's great. Good for you. Thank you. That's easier when it's on my computer here. And I don't have to transfer it to the cloud. And
I said there's no music or nothing, but it's a little behind the scenes. A
little behind on there, you say?
Well, I am a little behind. I got a little behind. I stay a little behind.
We're just hoping for some behind on there. That was what I was saying.
Hey now.
Not to being behind, but you got it now.
Fafafooey.
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 Every time something odd is said, just fafafooey.
Fafafooey.
Fafafooey. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Seeing as
Funny,
how
I saw-
you're sharing the admin on the StreamYard, you could probably pull it up and it comes through.
Yeah, definitely. I just I see I got a Rumble one in here. Did you do it to the
Your
I got
email
two of
address.
them, the Demon Dean one or the Skin and Ink one? Don't know, do you? I'm gonna check them both.
Let's
I'm
see.
checking them both. Don't worry about it. I know it's a pain in the ass. No, I still ain't got it. So that's why. Like I said, if it's a file, it might be downloading and take an extra
minute.
half minute or minute.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
Good morning.
I thought I slept pretty good. But I remember waking up and it was steaming. I was freezing my ass off because the AC was on 74. Freezing. Frozen solid. Yepper.
Boom, boom, boom. Just waiting for him to come in.
This is a great album, by the way.
How you doing, Robert? Robert. I didn't know you'd quit not too long ago. We was talking about, and yours is coming up in May, your anniversary.
Yeah.
Sterling
Man.
always knows. May something, 17th, what?
Congratulations, Robert. I'm glad you're sticking with
The thing about it is don't have the volume when it comes through. Don't have it real loud.
Oh no. All right.
Don't have it full full blast.
It just came through. Yeah. Just came through.
You may want to preview it to see how loud you want to play it.
I will. I'll see
to
if
yourself.
I can. Yeah, I can just put it started on low and ask as I ramp it up for y'all.
What's up, Ghost? How are you?
But that's just a little teaser of a blooper reel I'm putting together because I thought it was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a little bit of filler for the
show
the
here.
suspense.
Yeah, I think we got it there. That'd be nice. No, that's great. That's a cool way you can share personal stuff when you send it to me. It's easier when you do it to email than it is to my phone when you send pictures and whatever, because that way it's right on my computer. If it comes from
Good
here,
morning, sis.
Yeah, you know who we got there chasing Ghost. Tara, good morning to you. Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
Great morning. I say good morning, sis, too, right? Like, I was just thinking about that. Buck gets to call her sis, we don't, but I'm like, well, she's just like another brother. We say, hey, brother, how you doing? I go, hey, sister, how you doing? Right? All right, brother. Whatever you want to, I don't know. I gotta watch. I dig myself in a hole here real quick. Just extract all that stuff I just said. How you doing, Tara? Does that work? I know that works. Working up the nerve to do a cover or two. You've been learning something new. I don't know why you nerve. You just put it out there and play stuff, and you do great.
That's awesome. Because what better way to face the fear than face it head on?
Dude, yeah. And that's difficult to do because fear will lie to you for a long time, even though things are going fairly well. It is. It's a symptom to keep track of and analyze and go, oh, there's that lie again.
No fear.
There's that lie again. Yeah.
Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la.
Oh.
Something I could
But
do.
I hope everybody's enjoying their
Sorry.
weekend so far.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. My weekend is like, this is my Saturday because I work Saturday. So this is my Saturday. Tomorrow will be my Sunday for normal.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday-ers. I'm a Tuesday through Saturday-ers.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Every day for me is a Monday.
Friday.
Of
I was
some
going to say
version.
a Friday.
Every day's Friday for me.
Every day's Friday for Buck Brown. Come on.
No, every day's Monday for me.
Ah, the hell with that. That's well, we're not considering Monday negative. Hey, we woke up, we're here, we're blessed, we get to start a new week. Maybe make a little money on top of it, huh? Yeah, that sounds motivating, don't it? Am I hired? No, nobody's. I smell that.
Oh my God, I can't
I
stop.
smell that. Stop it. That's what happens when you have too much coffee. You think you're a motivational speaker.
I could be a motivational speaker.
I think I'm a motivational speaker today.
I
Hey,
could talk to anyone.
let's do it.
Just don't do what I do.
What'd you do?
You know what I always say. Learn from my mistakes so you won't have to make them.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where? Fuck, it should be down. Maybe it's still down. It shouldn't be.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Okay.
Let it grow. I'm not a real big fan of Let It Grow. It's a good song and all, but you know.
That's a little funny, Buck. I've only seen part of it, but it's a little funny.
Well, there's an
trying to
interesting
stop it.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a real interesting story. I hope to get to interview that young man, even though he don't look like a young man, because he
looks like a big man. You know.
Let's see, he will be.
He look like like 40s.
He should be about 40 now.
That's what I was gonna say. Look like, and I don't even see his face.
No, he is the son of the fella that was doing the interviewing of the old man in that opening to the highlights of the racing. The man that was in the yellow and black race fire suit that was interviewing Mr. Charlie Hatch. Okay. He is that guy's son. That's why he's standing there at that car. And I hope to interview him and share his story. Because it ties back to me personally as well before he was born, and that's all I'm gonna tell you for now. It's an interesting story.
Man, capture is connected. Okay, hopefully we do hear the audio. I'll put the audio at 50%. So
all right, guys, what this is this is in between the heat race that night and the feature race, and they were going back over the car, and this little blooper happened, and I just happened to be filming it.
So I'm gonna
just
play
a little
it.
Precursor. Yeah, that's it. There's no music in the background or nothing.
Yeah, I'll play it, and then if it needs to be bumped up, either let me know or I'll replay this again. How long is it? It's only 25 seconds, so that you can hear it good all the way through, but it should be pretty close. Let's try it. He just shit.
He's standing in front of the header.
Yeah. He did a two-step real quick.
He did a two-step real fast. That's hot air.
He dropped a few browns right there.
Yeah, they were checking the carburetor and the wiring on the distributor.
You know, that thing hit him in the feet. Like, what the hell was that? You know.
That's just a little teaser of the blooper reel I'm putting together of the B-roll from behind the scenes of everything I've been capturing. Man.
That's a great job. Sounded good too. Did I have it loud enough? I bumped it up a little bit more.
Good.
See, took myself off stage. Here we go. There we are.
But thank you for sharing a little bit of the behind the scenes of what I've been working on.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, we sharing your stuff, man. Started
And
out.
if you look way back in the corner of that picture while you got it blowed up, way back in that right hand corner of the picture, at the end of that, that's
at the
my
end of
pickup
that.
truck, way back in the corner.
Oh, the white one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. Right there.
That's where I had the tent set up and the table to do the interviews earlier during the day.
Yeah.
Was right there at the gate. At the gate where they come in the pit, where they come into the pit area. I was set up right there at the gate.
I was surprised you had all that stuff and equipment and was ready to go. I was like, that was really
the soundboard, the
nice,
cords,
man.
the mic, and all that stuff. Yeah. Except for the camera, all that stuff's about 30 years old. Those microphones are Radio Shack microphones.
They worked great,
I was
man.
using
They
in
worked
those interviews.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that tech, man.
And that was an old Yamaha 12 channel. I can't even remember the model of it, but it was a little old Yamaha 12 channel sound.
So did you have to plug that into like some actual
I had my little generator.
Okay, yeah.
My little red generator, not the one, not the big blue one that was down at the camp out in March. But I had it over. I had it over in front of my truck and had the electrical cord run to the back of the truck, with a drop cord. Okay. It's one of them inverter generators, so it runs quiet. Yeah. I had it over at the front of the truck, and I was set up at the behind the truck, so you never did hear the generator because it was running so quiet.
Let's see, there's some excitement here from Tara. Started out the week driving through 6 deer, only hit one, had a fire, a flood, and yesterday I nearly hit a hog. Life ain't boring. I'm ready for an uneventful week. Man, that'll go slow though. You need the mulligan soup you just went through. That's crazy, man. You're blessed, I guess. One deer. Hope it didn't do no damage.
Matter of fact, she was telling me about that earlier this week.
Yeah.
Driving through the 6 deer and only hit one. She went to work that morning in her pickup truck. She usually rides. And that morning she went to work in her pickup.
Amen.
That's divine really intervention.
Great. That's what I'm saying. God looking out for you for sure. Deer bowling in
some higher power. Yeah. Some higher power.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Usually referred to as God. You take it for how it is.
Yeah.
Well,
right? I know. It's all good. But yeah, deer bowling on a motorcycle is no good. If you're in a big semi truck, you're good to go, other than your truck might get a little ugly. But you got a deer guard, so that helps.
Yeah. I would always be worried about something coming through the windshield.
Bumper pull. Yeah, well, you have to be going pretty damn fast.
Yeah.
You're going to start off pretty low. They will slide up.
Yeah.
Usually get sucked underneath real fast.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. That one remember I showed you the one I hit with my little Endeavor out on the road when I was hauling my bug. Yeah. I brought up the pictures.
Truck was tore up a little bit.
Flayed it. Yeah. You'd think if it had been taller, it would have slid right up over the hood and into your lap, you know?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of vehicle accidents, 2001, I literally split a Kenworth T2000 in half from the front bumper to the back of the cab.
Yeah.
Right down between the gear shifter and the passenger seat. Sheared the whole right side of the truck away.
Yeah.
And lived to tell.
That's crazy.
All right, that's cool. You see what I did in the... Sorry, go ahead, Buck.
No, it's fine.
I thought you were starting to say something, but I just remembered hearing... We always talk about losing our place in the chat sometimes. You know, when we're doing this chat job, when it gets real busy, sick bastard.
Yeah.
Can you see the chats that I highlighted right now with the star?
I did notice that there's a star next to some of them.
Yeah, so maybe we could use those like when we're done and we got something else we want to do. right? And I don't tell you that I'm going to go do something so that you take over. You got that, or you go, where are we at in the chats? Well, just go look for the highlighted chat.
How do you highlight it? You just go
I
on.
just hit the star.
Oh, okay. All right. I got
Take off the stars yourself. You can do it. So
you.
I just highlighted a couple for fun, or ones that you want to go back and read later. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I remember this, but we ain't got time because so and so's talking up here on the
Hey, you
screen.
learned
See what
something?
we're learning. We're trying to
That's
do stuff better.
crazy.
We should have knew this a long time ago.
How long we been doing this, bro?
I don't know, but I feel pretty freaking insignificant right now. Like, I read that star and I saw the star before. So, well, I ain't gonna push that because I don't want to save a bunch of crap. I don't know what I'm saving. Well,
That's
whether it's doing that or not, we just highlight it. Like, oh, there's a highlight. This is the last comment we read.
That's ingenious, bro. That's a great way to figure out where you were left off at.
You got any more praise? I could use some more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a
Thank
good
you,
job.
man.
That's a very good job, Moto.
I'm glowing.
Good find. Good find, Moto. Good find.
Save the day. That's the little things, man. It's the little things.
Speaking of weather, right now here where I'm at, just south of Montgomery, is sunny and 63 with a breeze.
Sunny and 60.
I'm loving it.
Let's see, what are we at? Let's see what the humidity is. Why is my freaking
250%. It's Florida. It's going to be 300,000% humidity at midnight.
So it is 74 degrees fair. Feels like 74. Okay. It's going to be 85. And there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
17% chance for rain tomorrow. It's going to be 90 on Tuesday, 90 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Always 90 here, dude.
Always 90 in Florida.
It's always 85 or 90.
Yeah, 69 rain today. 70 degree for a high at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we got a higher than that. 73. Whopping 73.
That's good riding weather temperature. 73. Yeah.
See, I'm right above that smaller dot of Norfolk.
Yeah.
And off to the right a little bit.
So that I found that thing that you sent me very interesting about how they needed to keep the bridges away from the entrance so they could have full access to the ocean if they ever needed to get all the ships out in one shot or whatever.
Well, yeah, the naval base, like if they made bridges with no tunnels, just like they did at Baltimore when or wherever that place was it in Baltimore where the Francis Scott Key Bridge got hit by the cargo ship? Okay, all that metal down there and concrete made a barrier, so anything that's in the harbor. So you got the largest naval base in the world right behind that tunnel that I go through. Can't be blocked with debris. They need to be flying out of there if they need to. I mean, flying on a boat, like cruising, getting their ass moving.
Yeah.
So that's a place that, yeah.
That's why the bridges are beyond that. The bridges that are connecting any of those two bodies are past.
It's really
that
a bad
point.
location. You got multi-million-dollar what are those aircraft carriers there all the time, and the shipbuilding is right there too that builds those things across the bay on the other side on the peninsula.
Yeah.
And you think about it, that's an easy place to block off if anybody wanted to block that strip that I cross every day.
Yeah. That's
even
crazy.
with tunnels there. Go inside, hit the tunnel, whatever they do, poof, goes up, makes a block. Like those, like your naval base should be right on the coast. Nothing blocking it to go out into the water. Yeah?
Yeah, that's amazing, dude.
Wouldn't that make sense? Though, wouldn't you do that? I wouldn't put mine in inland where it could be pinched off and blocked out. Like, well,
Yeah.
can't go nowhere today.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, that's their intention. That's why they did the tunnels
Yeah.
instead of a.
Can't believe the amount of money for that machine, dude.
Same with the Chesapeake Bay one that goes, all the way across the big part of the bay over
Yeah.
to another section
Yeah.
of land that eventually goes to Dover and Maryland. You been to Dover? You drove out to Dover? Buck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been across the Bay Bridge
Yeah.
several times over the years
Yeah.
of my trucking career.
I got to drive a truck through that too. That was really cool. It was one of the first routes I had when I got let loose on my own.
I mean,
And
you guys may remember I told you the first time my late wife rode with me up there, we were taking liquid sugar to Newport News to the Pepsi plant.
liquid sugar pit. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right
And
up the road here.
we were coming from Savannah, Georgia.
Wow.
And we had to cross the Bay Bridge, and I told her, I said, "Oop, I missed my turn. I should have went the other way." She's like, "Why?" I said, "This bridge runs out." What? And we went around the curve, and then she saw it went into the tunnel, and she's like, "Oh no, no, no!
That's
Turn
how
around,
it
turn
runs
around,
out.
turn around!"
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Now we gotta
a
go under the. She said we go. I said we go off a bridge under the water. She's like, "What?"
Yeah.
She had. I had set her up.
Oh, thanks for the warning, eh?
I had her
Nice.
looking like. I had her
Yeah.
looking like Garfield in Shay's bike window.
Keep them between the lines. You're good to go. Just drive like there's nobody. Nobody's watching.
Nothing to see here.
Hands in the air like you just don't care.
That's it.
No, it was nice. It was fun. But yeah, that's why they have those, because you got cargo ships coming in and out. That's right before it. That's the first block. That bridge and tunnel that goes across the Chesapeake Bay. Then you got the one that I go through all the time, and then the Naval Weapons Station or the Navy base is behind that, the largest one in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That's crazy.
Speaking of the Navy, my son is still enlisted, and he's still assigned to the Nimitz.
yeah, a carrier. Yeah,
Yep.
what a big deal that
the
is.
oldest.
Man.
It's the
Did you get a
oldest
hat?
carrier still in operation.
Did you get the hat?
Not yet.
You can have hats for all. You need to get one. Little souvenirs. One of the shops that I worked at first before I met the one I am now, the guy, he was military that owned it, and
What are you doing, man?
saved they'd bring hats all the time, from the proud kids that were, on these aircraft carriers, saw that they were put up around the perimeter of the ceiling in the shop, so they wanted theirs up there, and then they bring their hat, and just so on and so on. I got one. Is it a Roosevelt, maybe? Does that sound like a right name? That sound proper. Are they all named from presidents? Probably.
Not all of them. I mean,
No.
There's the Constitution. There's the USS
Okay,
Liberty. There's
yeah.
the USS Freedom.
I gotcha. Yeah. Girl, yeah.
The USS New York.
Yeah.
That was built part
Okay.
of the remains from the Twin Towers built the USS New York. For those who don't know, it was built at the shipyard in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, it was.
Keep it between the lines. Yeah, I don't know if I've heard that
How do we
one.
change it to the other view?
Right. Right.
No.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you had it. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
There's another view that makes us narrower.
Right there, you go to your media. Oh wait, no. Style. I was wondering why you had that on.
I guess to look proportionate, I
Yeah.
should get a little closer to the camera.
Oh, for the hold on.
Thanks, Buck. Thanks for that.
That works better when you have. That's a good idea too. That when you're cropped, you can put it on that larger thing without it being overdone, like it is when we have full screen. Then it really amplifies you. Yeah, you put it where you want. I just put it on that one again. There.
No, I like this one. This one's better.
Sterling says you gotta be able to see. I'm like, I know, man.
No.
Put it down. He sets us straight. Some are named after gentlemen's like that. Yeah, I was just thinking of the Nimitz too, Rob. I didn't want to say it because I thought I was wrong. But you said it, and I know we're right now. May be wrong, but you may be right.
Yeah, so they have a certain like criteria for like they have like a whole
I'm naming them.
Yeah, a whole thing.
Kind of like hurricanes.
Yeah, like there's a reason why they're
If it's
called.
a Nimitz, if it's a Nimitz class carrier, it's nuclear powered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. So there you go. That's kind of a clue of what type of
generals, admirals, and
ship
stuff.
they would be. I thought they were all the same basically, but
Yeah. Well, I don't even think. I mean, I'm sure they have diesel powered. I guess would they be diesel powered? Buck, if they're not nuclear.
The older ones.
Yeah.
That are basically decommissioned now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they got that in the James River. They call that the Dead Fleet. And they got them all sitting out there. We used to go fishing on when I was on Fort Eustis there, and we'd go fishing on the
Fort
river.
Useless. Say it right. Fort Useless.
Fort Useless. I know. Yeah. I'm glad you knew that because only locals usually know. There are people who've been there. So
I was Army.
Yeah, you know. Okay.
I was right there at Fort Lee to do my AIT back in 2006.
Everybody just had mowing detail there. It was like, well, everybody just mows there. They got mowing detail and ceremonies they did for burials, burying of,
Are they all sitting there mothballed, or are they taking them apart? Are they
what?
A lot of them are dismantled and scrapped.
The Dead Fleet?
Yeah.
They're just out there leaking nuclear freaking shit into the water so that when you catch fish, you die.
Oh,
awesome.
Back to Fort Eustis for a minute. It's a transportation base, and they have a museum there that's really awesome to walk through because they have a lot of decommissioned equipment there that you can walk through and see
boats and helicopters
and learn the history of.
They send out boats
and helicopters
and helicopter repair.
The big, that big huge wheeled troop carrier with the big drop deck gates there too that you can walk up in.
Okay. Yeah. So interesting. Thank you, Buck. Yeah, I lived on Fort Eustis for about a couple of years. Lived on post for a while, and it's interesting.
Matter of fact, when I was in AIT at Fort Lee, we had a break for Thanksgiving, and my mom and stepdad came up, and my stepdad, he was a 63 Bravo, so he was a wheeled mechanic, so he went to school there for his MOS at Fort Eustis back some 50 years ago.
Yeah.
So we went over there and we went through the museum and stuff and got to see a lot of stuff at Fort Eustis because it's not that far from Fort Lee. And that's part of what we done for Thanksgiving weekend.
Nice.
That's how I learned about Fort Eustis and, seeing some of the stuff myself.
Deftones. Sounds familiar. I know I've heard that name. I just never listened to the music, so I don't know. But STP, I know it's Dawkins.
Yeah, I know the Doc. I know all three of them. I just I never really listened to Deftones.
George Lynch was on there. Yeah.
He was a good guitarist.
Breaking the Chains.
I like the Deftones, but when I sing, I'm tone deaf.
Where did I watch? The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. I went and I got to see those, which is a real odd, weird band that I would have never thought I went to go see. But my coworker and good friend talked me into it, and they had a hell of a mosh pit there, like an actual pit with rails around it, and you went down and you got into the.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And when we were all done, we went out back around. We got to see them, get on the bus. I don't remember. I was pretty hammered, and talked to one of the guys there, if I remember right, possibly. So I don't know. It was a small venue and all that, but it was really cool. Mighty Mighty Boston. He's got that real deep gravelly voice. If you've never heard of it,
Yeah.
Tara probably knows.
Yeah.
What the SS in SS class means, though, Buck, like the Nimitz or whatever SS.
Yeah. What does that mean?
SS Minnow. We know,
You know
the
what
SS
that
Minnow. No good. What's the SS mean? I can play a couple dead tone on bass and guitar halfway decent. Yeah. Or was you just joking about how you spell that? Deftones. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was joking about
SS SS means steamship.
Oh no shit.
Ask
Vessel's
Buck,
powered by a steam engine.
Mr. Know-It-All.
Yeah, that's great. Uses sail, kinda like the old army.
Like the old army, yeah. Sailing. Sailing takes me away.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh, is that my singing? Thank you.
Oh yes, that too.
Like the MS, like the RMS Titanic.
RMS, yeah.
The MS means motor ship. It has a motor or engine driven.
Mine would be the BS.
Royal. The RMS is in Britain terms. It in motor it's a Royal Mail ship because they
God, what now?
transport mail by ship.
Oh, okay.
Oh, drop deck. Don't go there. Leave that alone.
Damn.
You probably do shipping decks.
Oh. We're gonna open that box of worms.
I swear. Well, yeah, you know who fired it up over there? Good old Robert.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Robert.
We love you, man. No, he said about drop. What drop? What now, Buck? Was he talking to? Was in
What's
reference to that too? I don't know. It's a little bit back in the. It's only 3 comments.
Here I am an old army grunt, and I know so much about the other branches. But you know what they say. You know, keep
I
your
could
friends
see
close.
attention and knowing history, and you get involved with more than just going and doing your job. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you
for as much as I'd like to consider my brain being a sponge, it's mush most of the time.
Yeah, you're intelligent.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. No drop that. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
I'm full of useless knowledge, baby.
Deck chip.
Drop
dead legs.
Drop dead. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Drop dead legs. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Everything triggers old songs and good. Love it. What did share?
Pretty smile.
Ceremony museums, etc. Yeah, USS Constitution funeral services. Yes, I had a friend that was very involved in that. And then a lot of times on the weekend, I think is when they did that, and we were always bummed because we're usually partying on the weekend. Like, damn, man, Morris, you gotta go do that. That sucks, man. Here he's doing a good service for the country, and we're worried about not getting a chance to party together.
Yeah.
Kids, that's what we were doing. Just wanted to have fun. Girls just want to have fun.
You going with the grandbabies today?
I got that coming up. Yeah, that's why I gotta go hit the grocery store, tidy up her room that we ain't used in forever upstairs, and
that's cool.
We got a nice room for her and a big full size or a queen full size, I think, pillow top.
Oh, you want to talk about groceries? Shopping.
No, man, I do. I don't need to get too much. She'll probably only be here for dinner and breakfast, but I like to overdo it and have everything.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you! You can afford groceries. You living high on the hog over there.
Look at her.
I'm making bank.
Woohoo!
There's the Yum Center.
Hell yeah,
man! Save your cooler. Shut the cooler, man. That's nice.
That
wasn't the cooler. There's the cooler.
That's actually a little refrigerator.
Yeah, you had a what's that? A pantry you were showing us earlier?
The
Yeah,
pantry's
yeah, yeah,
on.
yeah.
Okay.
It's right
So
here
how do you
beside the
keep all
bed.
that secure? Okay, that's shifts forward. That yeah, just that door is all what keeps it from flying out. Then
Yeah, yeah.
you just got to watch how you put stuff in there. Man, it must be hard to do chips. They get
Yeah.
crushed on those. Nice.
And then there's more storage.
Yeah.
I screwed up. I screwed up when I bought my coffee because
You
this bag
got the
this
death one.
bag is whole bean. It's not ground. So I gotta
Oh
get me a
man,
grinder.
you got a bean grinder.
I gotta
you
get
know,
a bean grinder.
Buck,
Yeah.
I've done that so many times that I've actually had to buy a cheap bean grinder and
Yeah, you
just
can even buy. Imagine one of those ones that you hold and you turn, you know, and grind
See,
it.
I still support our military.
Yeah, man, that's good. Black rifle. Let me get that
Yeah.
on the blast a little
That's
bigger.
it.
Hold on.
Black rifle.
I want to look at that. Here we go. I don't think I've seen that before. Buck, that color and that thing. What's the top say? Bring it down a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you were delayed,
just
so it
Black
was
Rifle
little-
Coffee Company.
Black. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
So when you buy
Just
that,
black.
does that
I
actually
keep-
help a portion of it go help military? Or, really? Okay.
Oh yeah, it's actually founded
note of
by
that.
military veterans.
Yeah. They could use all the help they can get too.
That's
There's my
great.
microwave,
Nice.
Yeah.
and there's my coffee pot.
Hell yeah. Is it a 1-cupper or do you
It's actually an 8-cup.
8-cup? That's I was gonna say once you make coffee,
Yeah.
you probably want to make some so you ain't gotta go back there and make a mess like 3-4 times in a row like I do. It's not a big a deal, but if you're gonna have some coffee throughout the day, might as well make a
Well,
nice pot, do it once and
what I
you're
do-
done.
What I do is I fill this mug up with water
Yeah. I
and
got
I pour
you.
it
You
in
use
the
that for
coffee
your-
pot. I pour it in the
Okay.
coffee pot, put a filter, and put some coffee
Right back in the mug.
and fill
Yeah.
it up, and I'm done.
That's a great system.
That's
Great
cool.
system.
That works.
That way I don't waste anything.
Yeah, that's a great system, man.
Yeah.
That's those are camping tips too. You can use all what you do there. You can use in the camping field,
Go inside and buy stuff
pretty much.
all the time, right out of
Good morning, Jessica. How are
fast
you?
food or whatever.
Good to see you, man. How the
Damn.
chicks doing?
No, y'all. I thought my
They're
headset
happy
had
chick-
disconnected.
Happy chicks this morning, flourishing, growing.
Dude, I've never had so much stuff in the freezer ever.
Yeah,
Especially meat.
I feel like all that rain that's raining now. I need to go find some more leaves and put over those rabbits. But I'm like, I shouldn't have to take care of what nature
No.
should take care of themselves, right?
It's the circle of life, Moto. Leave it.
Yeah.
Life finds a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the one that went in there and destroyed their freaking home and their whatever they had going because I
Mom's
I'm
gonna
gonna be
fix
honest, I'm so unaware of that in the spring because I've never in my life ran across nests of things other than being a kid, like I said yesterday in Minnesota, and you'd find like mice nests and stuff like that, you know, once in a while. But
What's the worst that can happen? They'll be afraid of windstorms, and that's it.
yeah, so I just hope they're getting taken care of. I've never seen Mama there. I don't see nothing going on. I just envision them laying there starving.
No, Mama will come back, or it's gonna be somebody's snack.
Well, we got a big road out here, so well, it's not a
Morning,
big, it's
young
a
lady.
neighborhood. But you don't know, I'm inside a fence. But one side that I showed you, whoever their fence, they just let it lay down, and it's wooden. Mine's plastic, and it's kind of rotted all away. And like I'm exposed open to their backyard now. I couldn't even keep a dog in my backyard unless I put up my own fence again on that side, I guess.
Yeah.
Guess when I did the plastic, I should have went all the way around, but shit ain't cheap. We had that put in around 2012, 10.
That had to be
9.
a big bill.
8, 7.
Yeah, it was just $3-4
I
grand
thought we were counting down.
At least.
back then, which probably
Back
more now.
Yeah. Probably twice that now.
Probably.
6,
Yeah,
7.
and to do that extra strip would have been almost close to double more. And we had a gate put in so that I could put trailers in and out of the backyard, and so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. Their fence is rotted. I should just go out there, and it's been down over a year, and just go pick it back up. All I gotta do is go pick it back up, get my screw gun. But I'm like, it's their stuff, and if I start jacking around with it, they could yell at me. They could do what I don't know, and I don't know my neighbors. They don't talk to me really. We wave or we do the fake hi.
So did the fence fall on your side?
It did originally, yeah, and I picked it up and I threw it over the other side. And they put it back up once and just set it there kind of jacked in their cock because it's like 2 sections.
Yeah.
All together. And now they got single boards and they keep falling over and out into my side. I want to take a hammer and go rehammer that nail. How does a nail pull out that far out of the wood?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did it all on its own.
Yeah.
Need screws when you build a deck, right? No nails.
Here we go again.
You nailed it.
Oh boy. Is it all rotted and stuff? It's probably all rotted.
Yeah, it's old. It's been here. It was old when I got here. That's why we replaced ours.
Yeah.
See, because the facing is facing out. Like we get to see the pretty side of it, and they got the inside because it follows all their inside. Like so, wherever. Like if I never had one, it would be put up proper. So I know it's their fence.
Yeah.
And that's why we didn't put up one. So I paid for one more when there's one already there. And it gets touchy. And I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to, stir no pot because it really ain't hurting me. Now, if I had the kids here and grandbabies and I had a dog or I had all that where, then I'd be like, dude, fix your shit.
Yeah.
Or I'll fix it for you.
Or I'll fix it for you,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of nails and screws and stuff, does anybody care to take a guess at what this bolt cost me?
$10.
Yeah. That's a lot if it is.
Try higher.
What's
you guys
that?
in the chat. You guys in the chat. You guys in the chat.
$25.
Put in the chat how much you think this bolt cost me.
Well, what's it made out of?
And where did I get it from?
Yeah.
Looks like two different
wild ass guesses. It actually I guess had a nut on it that came off.
Part of it is smooth. Like, is that an old one that you've already used? Does a new one come off shiny?
Actually, here's the thing. Last Monday morning, I was doing a pre-trip to start my week. I was at home and I was leaving the house. I found a tire flat. This was in the tire.
50 USD.
So this bolt being in the tire, and they couldn't repair the tire where it went in. I didn't have to buy one tire because it was on the drives. It was on the duals, the two duals on the back. Yep. So getting the tire replaced, I couldn't put a new tire beside an old tire because of the tread height difference. It would have wore the new tire out. So I had to buy 2 tires.
Sure.
So this bolt cost me just over $1,400.
Oh my God.
And I keep it as a reminder. And it wasn't when I found it, it hadn't been in the tire long because the head of the bolt is not even hardly wore down from the road.
Yeah.
You can still see the grade 8 in it.
Doo-doo. Got that right. Robert always does that.
So yeah.
Doo-doo.
Road hazards.
You doing, Hetty Nug? What's on the agenda today over there? That's today, evening there. Yeah, kind of, maybe.
But on the upside, buying those new buying those 2 tires and recently having to buy 2 more, and not been too long ago put steer tires on. 6 out of the 10 on my truck are new now. So I got 4 more to go, and my truck will be retired.
Yeah.
Again.
Retired. Retired? Truck's never retired. Yeah. Have you ever bought the retreads?
No.
Company trucks, when you rent for companies, they'll do that, but you're on your own. You put a good tire on every time.
The carrier I'm leased to on their trailer,
they do.
They'll run recaps on the front axle, but they won't run recaps on the rear axle because me having the end dump trailer, I have to put it up in the air, and all the weight goes up on the rear axle. So they won't put recaps on the rear axle, but they'll put them on the front axle if I'm on the road and it needs a tire.
But you lose your control if you. That's crazy too.
It's just the weight distribution issue.
Raining here, so we do not do much. Gonna hit some YouTube.
I could run recaps on my drive tires, but with it getting hotter getting into the summer months.
Yeah, I suppose they're re-glued on, huh? That's how they do that.
Oh yeah. They take old casings and put new treads on them. The old casings have already got wear and tear on them.
Yeah.
When they're cycled through their heat cycles, cooling down, heating up, cooling down, it wears down the components in the sidewalls to where it makes them weaker. That's why you see so many tractor trailers. That's why you see so many gators, road gators, scattered on the road. 90% of the time, they're recaps.
Usually not from a new tire. Yeah.
Nope.
Didn't know that.
So what kind of money is it really saving in the long run?
Yeah, especially if it, as you know, if one of those flies off and you're out there exposed as a motorcycle, you're probably going to go down or die. Those things hit hard.
I mean, imagine riding beside a truck on a bike and a tire blows out on a truck.
I think that all the time, especially when I'm in the tunnel. I get on the gas and pass as soon as I can, and try not to camp out behind, just in case.
Because I'm pretty sure.
I'd be doing an inspection. I'd be doing a pre-trip while I'm riding by.
But yourself, I mean, we've all probably been on the road, whether it be on a bike or in our personal vehicle or whatever, and been beside a big truck and a tire blows out. It sounds like a bomb going off or dynamite blowing up.
Yeah, you can look them up too. They're plenty on YouTube. Gravel trucks, high pressure.
It can be a hair-raising experience.
Yeah, I had one go off in front of me in the car, and it actually hit the car. I was in a little Fiero. You remember those?
Yeah.
And yeah,
they were cool little cars.
Yeah, I had to go pick one up from here.
Not too long ago. Yeah, not too long ago there was a viral video where a tire comes off of a trailer on a pickup truck and it goes in the front of this little smart car. The smart car hits it just right and sends the car airborne and flipping.
Jeez, yeah, they're made to roll, in an accident, but rolls kind of safely. I heard they're a fairly safe car, in a way. Because of the way they're built, and being small, that they would. Yeah.
Kind of like an egg.
Roll and not crush it. It's designed to be a lot smoother. If you were rolling in that, then in a box or a rectangle, they're kind of roundish.
I feel very vulnerable in like a Corolla or something smaller, low to the ground.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean.
Yeah, like an MG or a Miata.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, an MG.
You're like in a little beer can out there with wheels.
Vet 2-seater. My buddy Rocco, the second time I went to Vegas, my buddy Rocco picked me up in his brand new Vet. And
I might try that sometime.
Nice. It was the new kind with the one with the motor in the back. And the trunk was in the front. I had to put my bags in the front.
It's like the Corvette.
Oh, the new CA.
Yeah, the new CA. Yeah.
Chick's doing good. Nice.
That thing was friggin' awesome. I was like, dude, this thing's fast.
Chicks are a chicken.
Yeah.
She got baby chicks, you guys, in case you didn't know. Buck don't know, maybe. She had baby chicks.
That's
Her
awesome.
hen's been doing her job. Happy
So needless
chickens.
to say, Eric, when we met you and took you down in October, you felt fairly comfortable riding down there with me.
Yeah.
Because instead of having to sit down in the car, you had to climb up in the truck.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
That's definitely more pickup than I'll ever need.
I'm used to driving the trucks.
You feel safe like in those until you get on about a 100-foot bridge and you're in 2-lane traffic and you got like 3 foot of guardrail there. Then all of a sudden you'd like, I'll take the Miata now.
I'll take the Miata now. I'll take the Fiat.
That's a little freaky, huh? Isn't it? They make bridges like that are so low. Like, well, gosh, that ain't gonna save my truck.
No.
That's why you see so many viral videos of trucks hanging off of bridges.
Yeah. One of them is the Chesapeake, and it didn't happen that long ago.
Oh yeah. You're right. Matter of fact, yeah.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody actually posted footage. They were behind the truck when it went choo choo.
Yep.
Blap.
Yep. Yeah, you just gotta, I don't know, cross at a crawl when you got.
If that had been me in the truck hanging off the bridge like that, I've been like, well, should have packed my fishing pole while I'm waiting on them to get me out of here.
Fishing pole.
That would have been my redneck thinking. I'd have been fishing out the window.
Hold the bite. Yeah, hope the bite is on. What else we got, Jess? Rabbits' milk is very nourishing, so they don't need to eat as often as other mammals. That's good to hear. So you hear me talking about them rabbits earlier, I hope.
Yeah.
Wanting to check on them. And the babies look like they had some hair on. They did, and so they're keeping themselves warm now. Thanks for some of the reassurance. Yeah, they did. They had some hair. The eyes were still closed, I think. But they were pretty long already. They were about 7-ish inches, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So they're hopefully at the end of that cycle of eyes,
they're probably still nursing a little bit.
I want to go out and check on them, but on the other hand, I don't want to check on them because I don't want to know any bad news. I'd rather just. That's terrible.
Finally, you mow the lawn.
Well, they're up off the ground about a foot or two normal because they're inside a planter. Basically, they're inside the huge circled brick planter that goes around a huge oak tree. So it's like a little wall that was built around it at the base of the. It was here when I got here. Now it's all crooked and kind of falling apart because the roots.
Yeah.
I don't know why people put that stuff around trees. They're just going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
I have a dad joke about rabbits.
Yeah. What you got? What you got, Buck?
What did the little boy rabbit say to the little girl rabbit?
Oh boy.
Hang on. This ain't gonna hurt, did it?
Oh no.
I need explanation.
Look at the wheels. Look at these wheels spinning.
I've got a hamster up here, no rabbit.
Hang on. This ain't gonna hurt, did it?
$5.
And we just thought we were quick.
It's $5. Yeah, I ain't gonna waste my time contemplating that.
No.
$12.99, $5, $12.99. What are we talking about here? Longer look for food, so Mama can be okay. Yeah. Yeah. Who was looking up stuff for him? Was it Rob? I think it was Rob. Your husband it told me about the pomegranate, like fruit. They like fruit too, and I don't know, like if eyes are still closed, they they're not in the fruit eating business at that time, right? They're just strictly looking for a mama's
teeth.
titty or titty.
Titty!
I would think,
Titties!
I don't know, but I was willing.
Everybody wants some titty.
You don't appreciate it when you're,
Yeah.
What'd you
2
say?
weeks
Did you say
old.
tea? Well, I misunderstood what you said there.
Yeah, tea.
We
Tea. Tea.
Ford in Bama, Buck. It's just now
Ford in
rented.
Bama.
Bama. Mama. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I was sitting there thinking, guys, the grandbabies leave any of them little milk bottles, and I wouldn't even know what she could be. I said, man, I can't go do all that. I don't know what to do. Play dumb. But I wouldn't know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Probably do more harm than good. Harm than good. What time is it? 11 o'clock? Yeah. I can go
there.
grocery shopping pretty soon here and
Yeah.
get my room ready for grandbabies and do my stuff around the house. So been living a lot.
Cool.
You have too, man. You come see me every day during the week. I don't know how you do it, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Get Key Fob to come if he wants. Do
Look
it.
at that setup, sick.
Yeah, look at that, huh?
That's what you need, man.
No garage though. Need a garage.
A little parking lot action.
There you go. You got a garage there.
Yeah.
You can use that for a garage, right?
Buck, I'm surprised you don't carry your bike around on a lift or something on your truck or something. That'd be pretty cool.
There's no room between the cab and the trailer for it.
Oh, no.
There's not even room for a Grom, and I'll show you why.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a tour.
So, yeah, you
Sit right back in. We'll take a little trip.
Because there's a little deck you can get up and walk on too, right?
There he goes. There he goes talking about decks again.
Yeah, but I mean,
see, there's literally no room.
Oh yeah.
See, there's literally no room. I mean,
the wiring, everything, you would compromise.
That's the hydraulic tank that holds the hydraulic oil that runs the PTO to run the bed up and down. If that wasn't there, maybe I could put a Grom up in there where it's at.
Yeah.
In that case, Buck, you need one of those e-bikes, bro. And you could store an e-bike up there or in the truck if you wanted.
Well, if I didn't have the onboard generator over there, on the other side, I could move the hydraulic tank down to the side.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of because like if you don't have a trailer, you couldn't have a bike hanging up back there because of the lighting and all that, right?
Isn't that the most beautiful blue you ever saw?
It's pretty.
I like that blue, by the way. Yeah, I like that blue a lot.
It's not even a cobalt.
I am gonna have to get my door repainted. I am gonna have to get my door repainted because the primer ain't worth a turn. Every time I get it washed, they power wash a little bit more to paint off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That from your side swiping you got or not?
No, that's not. This little bit. This little bit where that van went up against the side of the truck.
Right.
And that little bit of scrape there.
Right.
And that's where the mirror folded over when that van hit the side of my truck, and I had to replace this mirror. It folded it this way up against the side of the truck. But that's just all superficial stuff. I don't stop the truck from making money and doing its job.
Use the fan on the other side.
But that's what $1,400 worth of tires looks like.
Yeah.
Damn.
They look good. They got
But look
tread.
how much tread. Look how much fucking tread is in there.
Yeah, you could stash stuff in there.
Yeah.
Just wide enough to fit another new bolt in.
You guys want to go out?
Man, hush your mouth.
I
Don't
know,
be talking
right?
like that.
That's like an exposed area though that doesn't have tread. But I guess it's good for rain conditions, gripping if you need it. It's like an all-terrain tire.
I
Really.
wonder if there's any pond puppies
Yes,
in here, sick.
You need your pocket fisherman, man. What state are? Yeah, yeah. They could survive a winter in there, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, who
You
knows?
see that? Tara says the back of her trucks looks identical, but I don't have steps. I use the fan on the other side to hike yourself up there, and you got to get up. Is that what you mean? We run both. We run hydraulics. We both run hydraulics. What's she talking about, Buck? About running hydraulics? For hydraulics for what?
On her roll-off truck. Those roll-off containers that she has to pull with her truck and trailer.
Siped, good tires, good.
But yeah.
Good to know. Yeah, she was saying your tires are good. Mud, snow, even siped, good tires. I don't know what siped means, but sipped. Siped.
You got water?
Nice little naturistic looking spot there in a way.
Nice little hill there behind the parking area.
You could do some climbing.
Oh, I want to show you guys something else. You know how usually truck stops are, the parking lots are all nasty and they stuff through out back of the parking area. Look how clean.
Yeah, look at there. Somebody did, what do you call that? Policed it.
Oh yeah, this is. I just realized it while we was talking. Look how clean. No piss bottles, no trash bags, no. Nothing. No.
That's a dangerous place to do anything.
Pallets.
You wouldn't want to have a picnic back there because you don't know what's been back there. Dogs and everybody else, humans, stuff you can't see, all on the ground. But at least, it's cleaned up nice.
I may get my dang chair out.
Yeah.
I may get my chair out and just sit in the sun.
Chair, get some vitamins, man. Fresh air.
Hell yeah.
Howdy, everyone. Milky X. Yeah. Welcome on in to Sick Bastards Live.
I'm surprised with it being a Sunday.
Let's say Millie.
How many trucks are actually here? Because usually on the weekends, these truck stops are empty. This is just one row. There's the other row.
Yeah. Got any reefers there running?
Actually, all these trucks are sitting here idling.
Do they ever make reefer sections for sleeping at night, or that's impossible?
No.
You just
it's
SOL.
It's first come, first serve.
I figured that, but why don't they in a way? But I'm sure it's impossible to do. And does another reefer want to?
Trucking's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Does another reefer want to park next to another reefer ever? They try to find a Buck Brown where he's nice and quiet.
Did you say reefer?
Reefer, I did. Refrigerate. Okay, refrigerate.
Okay.
The tiny cuts in the treads help grabbing ice steps. Yeah. It's like they look at the cuts in the lugged. Best tire I found was a Michelin XDN2, but expensive. Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about tires? Look, let me show you what I got on the steers, sis.
Yeah, TYRE. Sorry, Millie. I called you Milky. I saw Milky. I don't know why. What do you got? What are you going to show us, Buck? It's a little. You get a little herky jerky, just a little bit, so it's delayed. But yeah, there we are. We're on it now.
The Michelin X line.
Yeah, that's a Michelin.
That's what I put on my steers.
Yeah, the steers.
The
Okay.
Michelin X line.
So-
That's about the best you can put on that I found.
That's a neat
That's
way
what
to
I've
call
been
it. I've
running the
heard 'em
last 3 years.
called steers. I've heard drives be drives, but the steers are steers. That makes total.
Yeah, they have awesome wear life. As long as
Yeah.
your steering components are good and up to date and nothing's loose or nothing.
Yeah,
These
toe
tires have
in,
been on
toe
about
out,
6
like,
months and there's
even. Nice.
oh yeah.
Nice.
And I don't run the fancy center cap
Great
like a lot of
steer.
people do because I want to be able to check the level of my
Look at
hub
it.
oil without
Yeah.
having to pop the cover on and off.
Yeah. Convenience over
Those-
aesthetics.
Those beauty rings that are on there, they were
Yeah.
already on there when I bought the truck. And you can see.
I'd have never known
you
that they didn't
can,
belong
you can
there.
screw them on. You can screw them on by hand. They just come
Yeah.
right off the lug nut.
Ah, yeah.
See, I lost one, but I ain't even bought another one because it's not that
Those
serious.
look nice. Those are nice. They don't come on and off very often. How long do those front tires last you? A year?
Mileage wise, the last set of steer tires I got, they lasted me 170,000 miles.
Yeah,
Wow.
which isn't that long, is it?
So I mean,
Well, you're
that-
running six. What
that's
do you
the
run a
second
day
set.
average? 400, 500 miles a day. 3.
Here lately I've been averaging 450, 500 miles a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So 100,000.
Not obviously not every day because I'm taking a
Yeah, yeah.
reset.
Yeah. Do you like to take resets, or do you like to do your timing where you don't have to reset? Like, you don't have to reset, right? If you do your hours, but sometimes you can't help it, I'm sure. But you have to say that again, Buck, because you're getting
Recap hours.
broke up wherever you're at. So just hold your breath till you get back where you were before. You got out of range, man.
My bad. My apologies.
No, you're fine. Just letting you know so you didn't waste your breath. Now, explain what you were explaining.
I don't reset my hours, but it's harder to run on hours that you get on recap because you may not get the same amount of hours back every day.
Yes, which makes it hard to schedule
Yeah.
or meet deadlines
Right.
that you need to meet.
It's all Greek to me.
Correct.
Plus, you just need a couple days, I imagine, or a day and a half sometimes, just to need a break from that, because you're being constantly
Rest and
driving is a
recharge.
lot on your brain and stress, and yeah,
Exactly.
it's safer
that's-
for everybody.
Like I said before, that's a lot of what I put into mentally thinking about driving this truck. It relates to riding a motorcycle because you got to be constantly aware of your environment.
Yeah, it's like riding
So
motorcycle.
even though they're two totally different vehicles,
yeah,
we can relate
And
those of us that have driven
responsibilities,
trucks before.
you only got your life, and you got a lot of other people's lives when your truck is way higher, I would think, because of what you can do with 80,000 pounds compared to the weight of a motorcycle. It's not going to hurt too many other people. But at 80,000 pounds could hurt a lot of people.
We have to be so proactive in driving a truck every
Yeah.
day because we have to watch out for
Mhm.
everybody else around us.
Sure.
What we do, just doing our job normally. We actually most
Kinda.
people out here who drive trucks, we actually we save more lives and we prevent more accidents every day than
Kinda
the
actually have
average
to think-
driver does.
Think differently than say like us who just like to bitch at traffic all the time. You're like, okay, well, that's going to happen. You're out there trying to not kill anybody. So like, or yourself, but you just already have that expectation. You know what traffic is, how it's going to be. No use sense getting mad at it, but what can you do on your part, right?
Like
to
yeah,
be
like
safe
that.
and look at like, well, this idiot's probably going to do that. I'm going to call him idiot. He's just dumbass. We went from idiot
like-
to dumbass, but
kind of a recent video that Sterling done talking about, when he was driving through Atlanta, he just backed off and let traffic do its thing, and he was anticipating,
Don't set yourself up to get angry all the time.
Yeah,
it'd be terrible because you're there to do your job, and that's part of your job is tolerating that kind of crap.
The road is our office.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's our workspace. So how would somebody feel if we was to, just show up at their workspace and do whatever the hell we wanted to do in their workspace? Like Mr. Dean, for example, you're in there tattooing somebody, and 90 million different people come in there trying to distract you, and you're like,
dude,
hey man, I'm trying to do my job here. I'm trying to focus.
I'm back there quiet for hours
Give
at
me
a
my
time.
space.
And somebody comes in and say, hey, Dean. You're like, yeah, Jesus. I'll be like jumping. They go, why you? Well, because like I've been back here by myself for 2 hours, ain't heard a peep, and you come in high volume and yelling. Asking,
that's why.
Do you need this? Do you want, or would you like? It was nice what they want to do, but it's like, holy shit, that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, and the next thing you know, you might jerk, and that and that gun in your hand, and then the customer has a brand new line they didn't expect.
It used to be an eyeball. That was a sharp tooth.
But now it's a snaggle.
Snagger tooth. Dude, that's stressful. You're doing teeth. You're doing a curvy line on a figure. Or on, like when they did pinup girls, you do tattoos of those, you make sure you don't want those legs looking like they just had polio or nothing, you gotta follow that line tight. No wobbles, no nothing.
It don't take much to turn a pinup girl into a Chippendale.
Metal rod going down. Well, there's cartridges too, but for years, just a metal rod going down through a tube into a tip, and those rubber bands hold the tension.
Yeah.
So that it stays in place. Now that rubber band only has so much tension. If you get down there and you do the wrong pressure or go to a side or angle, it'll want to jump around. So you got to know not to do that and how to stop it if it does. And there's a lot of weird tricks.
Yeah.
And how deep you have it. Just because you have your needle out that far doesn't mean that's how deep you're going. You float, but it'll definitely be more up to moving around and wiggling on you too. So it's weird. Let's see, what did you say there about something about the joke earlier? Yeah, later clock is ticking things to do. Yeah.
All right, go take care.
Me too. That was 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, same. All right, thanks everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
And
Buck left.
Bucks. Oh yeah, Bucks. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm here.
Thanks for sharing your blooper thing, man. That's cool. Look forward to it coming out, man. Now, see you tomorrow. Are you here tomorrow morning too? I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow, grandbaby, tomorrow. If I can jump on for a little bit, I will. But
tomorrow morning, I'll be up the road.
Yeah,
I'll be up the road loading, and then run over to Mississippi to unload. So.
All right. Well.
We'll have to see how it works out with the timing.
Nice, Moto.
That was Hooligan, man. He went and got that the other day.
Huh. Sweet.
Beautiful job done on it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. We got a traditional. We got a long one there. Who's that? Jess? What'd you say? Did you already read it?
What?
She says, no, Jess had a long sentence. I said we should read that. I'm going to go to make Robert a calzone. Is that Italian? So it's ready to cook for lunchtime. Lucky him. I got to go to work soon, so need to make sure he's got something ready for lunch. Take care. Peace and love. That's really awesome.
That's awesome. So long,
Robert. I had a calzone waiting for me.
Yeah, I want a calzone now.
I do too. Well, you got some in the cupboard, Lucky Dog.
Oh yeah.
You got groceries, man.
Oh man. Dude, I'm never gonna. I'm.
Won't be hungry for a while.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Y'all talking about food?
Yeah, there you go. The little Viennas. Those are nice.
Yeah, there's a little snack.
Vienna
Gosh, I'm
sausages.
going to the grocery store too now. You know I'm going to have to pick one of those up.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I can find them. I don't know if they have those flavored Viennas. I don't like the flavored spam.
And some club crackers.
Townhouse, right?
Nice.
Those are nice. Club. No, those are clubs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had some last night. I love those crackers. A little different than having Ritz all the time.
Yeah.
Right, we shut
All
that.
Oh,
And they can go away.
and keeping with the spirit for the movie Zombieland, I featured in my hometown video that part of it, the theme park stuff was shot there in my house. I also keep me a steady onboard supply of Twinkies.
Nice.
Remember in Zombieland, that's what he was looking for was Twinkies.
They never
The
go
whole
bad.
movie.
They never go
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't watch that much.
All right,
Never got
everybody.
into- Yeah, zombies too much. But yeah, have a good one. See you later,
Take
man.
care. Until
All right.
tomorrow, until tonight, until next time.
Adios, amigos.
Party on!
Long.